When it comes to checking the coolant, there's two places that we can look. The first one is in here, which is the part that's connected to the radiator, and the second part is in under here, which is where the reservoir lives. So really important to make sure that your bike is cold when you do this. If you undo this and you hear any kind of hissing sound, stop. That means that there's pressure and the stuff that comes out is pretty hot. So there's the coolant inside there, just looking for any evidence of corrosion. So as we check the entire coolant system, we're checking for the hoses, we're making sure that they are soft and pliable and not cracked or rigid. We're also looking to make sure that there's no leaks at any point in the seals. So that's the first one from the radiator, there's one that's coming from here. So again, we just follow these right the way around the bike and just make sure, again, in all the points that they connect, there's no hard bits and there's no leaking. And again, we'll do this from the other side. So left hand side of the radiator now, so following this pipe depth round and through. You can see it comes around to this other side, and again just checking for any leaks, making sure it's working as it should be. Okay, so if when you've checked through this top part here, you notice that the coolant inside it's got a bit got sort of scaly inside, or it's got rust colour, anything like that, and you want to change it, really straightforward. Take this off. Underneath here, at that point there, you'll be able to see there's a cap, and that's how you'd fill up the reservoir as well. So looking through, there's the lower and full, empty and full line of the reservoir. So you take that cap off and that cap off. That just allows the air to come through, and then underneath the water pump here, simply undo this bolt and it will literally pour out. So make sure you've got a container ready to catch it all. And then when it comes to refilling it, well, flush it out with distilled water a few times first of all, just make sure there's not any crud or anything left in the system. And then when it comes time to fill it back up again, screw that shut and fill it up with coolant, making sure you don't forget to do the reservoir part in there. And again, that is done up here. Just fill this one so it's right up to the top here. Good idea, start the bike, then come back and check it the following day, undo this, just see where the levels are at, and the same on here as well. And if you need to just top it up a whisker, do that, top it up. And that's your coolant system, so that's a nice easy check. Once we've checked the pressure cap, this part here, and we're happy with the coolant system and the way it's looking, what we're then going to do is start the bike up and let it run up into its normal running temperature. That's going to get the coolant pumping around the system. Now the idea being, as the temperature rises, see this fan at the back here, we want to make sure that this comes on automatically. So when it does, then the temperature should start to drop again, and we're just making sure that the systems are working okay. So we'll let the bike run, get up to temperature and see how it gets on.